So, can't seem to find the perfect potion brewer? Well, check this out. What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome to Redstone in a Box. Today we're going to be showing you how to build the perfect potion brewer. I built it once and said, ugh, what a mess. I built it twice, cleaned it up a little bit, and even started a new tutorial video and then said, I can make it better. And like the old saying goes, third time's a charm. This time we built the perfect one, only I forgot to save it. After a few rebuilds and a couple of mistakes, we finally built the perfect potion brewing system. Nearly lag-free, makes it very server-friendly, and the fact that it brews every single potion makes it the perfect potion brewer. The lights at the top indicate which ingredients we have in stock, and then just below that you can see that we have some shulker boxes with the ingredients in them. These are the ingredients that aren't actually flowing into the system. Those ingredients are actually in the back. This is where actually you come over and you store all of your ingredients while you're waiting for your other shulker box to actually empty. If for any reason one of these lights goes out, say we run out of pufferfish for any reason, that means that our shulker box in the back is completely empty, which means that we can come over here, grab our full one right here, go ahead and grab that. That'll go ahead and pop right out. You can walk on back right here into our storage area, which you come on back, and as you can see we have pufferfish, which I believe is right here. So you'd go ahead and just break this yellow shulker box. You have to stand on the pressure plate. When you stand on the pressure plate, you can see that the item won't actually go in the hopper because you're standing on the pressure plate. You're locking the hopper. So and then in that case you can actually put the shulker box back down. It wasn't actually empty, so there's stuff in there, but that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. And as you can see right here on the right hand side, we have basically infinite water bottle storage. You can basically put as many hoppers in as you want. It doesn't really matter. And you can just put shulker box after shulker box of water bottles, pretty much. And if you come all the way in the back over here, you can see that we have a lever. This lever right here is how you turn it on, and then what you do is it makes it to where you can break all of these water bottle shulker boxes, and they'll all end up right here in this hopper for you, so they don't actually go into the system. So that's like, pretty clever right there. So just a little tip on that. And then if you come on over here, you actually have your water bottle filling station. So you come on in here. And right here is all your empty water bottles, or all your empty glass bottles, and you go ahead and fill them up, and then right here in this shulker box, you put them all in there. This is a shulker box loading station, so when this becomes full, it will break, and this is how you exit out of here. You can go ahead and collect all your shulker boxes full of water right there. That's how that's done. So, and over here is where you load up all your empty shulker boxes to be reloaded back into the system. Now, once you go ahead and brew your potions, you can come on down here to the potion brewing area where actually all your potions are being brewed up and stored. So this is another shulker box loading station, which if you have a full shulker box like this one's about to be, you can see that it gets broken and stored down in the chest down below, which is pretty handy. And I believe I actually did forget something up top here. Once you come down to the end right here, off to the right is your service station. So if you ever did need to service this thing, like you accidentally put the wrong ingredients in, you actually hit the wrong buttons, and when it worked, the potions actually didn't start brewing because for some reason the ingredient got stuck in here. You can come right here and go ahead and service your potion brewing stand, and go ahead and make sure that your next brew goes ahead and goes in the system correctly. So that works actually pretty well, and pretty nice and neat. I like how this whole thing is. It's very, very elegant, looks good. As you go through, it's very, very functional and easy. Not a whole bunch of stuff. All the redstone is very, very nice and neat and tidy, and everything works out really well. So I'm really happy about everything. And like I said, once you replace all your ingredients in the back there, you can bring your empty shulker box to the front. Which one was full? Let's go ahead and put the full one back up there. But that's how that works, just like that. And then when you're done, you go ahead and select your ingredient, like I was saying. And if, like I said, you forgot that was the wrong one, go ahead and come back here and you hit this button, and it'll go ahead and deselect that for you. So now that you guys know how this thing works, and it's pretty awesome how it works, let's go ahead and see what it's going to take to build this thing. To get things started, you're going to need an area that's 32 blocks wide by 16 blocks long by 15 blocks tall, 8 of which need to be below the floor level. If you come around this side, you can see that we have a little extension over here. All you're going to do over here on this side is add 10 more blocks this way and make it 5 wide, and that's going to end at the floor level. And with the build this big, there's really no easy way to find out exactly how many of which block are in this build. So the first thing we're going to have to do is tear this thing down, and that's going to go ahead and give us an inventory count of everything that we used to build this thing. And I'm going to go ahead and do that in a really awesome split screen timeline. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that split screen time lapse. That was pretty old school there. Those of you that have been watching my channel for a while know that that used to be a thing. But now that we're done tearing this thing down, let's tear into these chests and see what it's going to take to build this thing. First up is all the shulker boxes. Now, I've got it full shulker boxes. You don't need this many items, but you're going to need a few of the items to go ahead and get yourself started. You're going to need 2 shulker boxes for your glass bottles, 4 for your blaze powder, 2 for your nether wart, 2 for water bottles. Actually, you're going to need a lot more for water bottles. 2 for your redstone, 2 for gunpowder, 2 for spider eyes, golden carrots, gas tears, glistening melons, magma cream, rabbit's feet, sugar, dragon's breath, puffer fish, fermented spider eyes, glowstone, and like I said earlier, gas tears. So you're going to need 2 shulker boxes for most of everything, and these are about the only ones that you're going to need 4 for, so make sure you get that. And go ahead and take a screenshot of that. I'll let you guys get the colors. You guys can mix and match the colors if you want, but you just have to make sure that you have the right amount of shulker boxes. So you guys should be done with that right about now. And like I was saying earlier, the water bottles over there, you're going to need a bunch of shulker boxes, empty shulker boxes for filling up your water bottles, and a bunch of empty shulker boxes over here for all of your potions. So go ahead and get those up too. Also over here, we have a bunch of water bottles here. This is going to be used in your water bottle shulker box loading station. Make sure that that's missing 1 slot. Go ahead and fill it all the way up minus 1 slot. Same thing with the magenta one. You don't have to use potions. Again, just use whatever item you have on hand and leave 1 slot open. That's going to give a comparator a signal strength of 14, so that's pretty important. Go ahead and make sure you have 2 shulker boxes like that. Next, we're going to head on down to this area over here. So next, we've got a bunch of decorative blocks. You're going to need about 9.5 stacks of decorative blocks of your choice. You're also going to need about 22 stone slabs. That's pretty much of your choice. You can use whatever you want. Stairs of your choice, glass, color of your choice, doesn't really matter. You need some white carpet, some more slabs. I chose these 2 different ones as my choice. Doors of your choice, and also light sources of your choice, as long as they're blocks. They can't be torches or anything. They have to be light source blocks. So go ahead and choose some of those. Alright, so now onto the next shulker box. This is all of your ingredients that you're going to need. Go ahead and take a screenshot of everything that you have. I listed them all earlier in the shulker box chest that we just have right next door. You're also going to need a water bucket, 18 item frames, and 7 chests. If you're playing on a server, I recommend that you don't use item frames. I recommend that you use signs, because item frames do cause lag. If other people are building a bunch of these, I would definitely use signs. So go ahead and just take note of that. But in the tutorial, we're going to be using item frames. So go ahead and get their screenshot. You should be done with that. Over here, we have a bunch of colored concrete. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this as well. You're going to go ahead and make sure that you have a bunch of this on hand to put your redstone on. And over here on the right-hand side, you can see that we have a stack of stone. You're going to need about a stack of whatever you have on hand to put in your hopper clocks. And you're going to need 4 immovable blocks. It could be obsidian or whatever you need. All it just needs to be is something that doesn't interact with slime. So I've chosen melons because they're pretty easy to get. So now next on to the redstone in a box. Let's go ahead and open up this guy. We got a full full redstone chest right here. So let's go and open up this guy. We got a brewing stand. We got 2 stacks and 6 of redstone blocks. We got almost 2 stacks of redstone, about a stack and a half of observers, a stack and 37 hoppers, a stack and 18 droppers, 2 dispensers, a stack and 9 redstone lamps, a stack and 13 sticky pistons, 33 pistons, 16 stone pressure plates, 5 weighted pressure plates. You can choose whatever you want here. I decided to go ahead and use white for my doors. 4 slime blocks. You're going to need 1 lever, 38 redstone torches. You're going to need 45 redstone comparators, and two stacks and 35 redstone repeaters, and 35 buttons. So we have quite the material list to gather up, so you better make sure that you have all this stuff on hand. And now we're going to head back onto the other world where we can actually go ahead and start building this thing. Just as a disclaimer, because we do not have MC Edit here on PS4, I did have to tear this thing down like you guys just saw. And just in case anything happened where something didn't go down into the hopper system where all the storage was, and for some reason we missed an item for some reason, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. While you're building the tutorial, if you happen to run into an issue where I happen to miss an item, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section, and I will go ahead and update my material list in the description. You're going to get things started with a 5x32 wide area, and this is going to be your floor space. And the first thing we're going to do is start chucking in all of our colorful blocks. Now, before we get started, I'm going to have you guys take a screenshot of my example over here. So go ahead and get a screenshot of that. That is going to be your layout for all of these. Now, the reason why I'm having you take a screenshot is because you may want to change some of the colors. If you guys want to change the colors, feel free to do so. Just keep in mind that the groups cannot change. You can change the items around in the group, but you cannot change the groups around. All the items on the left need to stay on the left. All the 9 ingredients in the middle need to stay in the middle, and your redstone, your glowstone, and your gunpowder and all that need to stay where they are. But like I said, you can mix them up within the group. They just cannot be mismatched out of the group, because if you had the glowstone and the redstone in front of all your ingredients, it simply would not work. So but yeah, so you guys should have your screenshots by now. We're going to go ahead and get started chucking in all of our colorful blocks. To get things started, you're going to come over to the corner and count in 4 blocks. These are going to all stay regular. The 5th one, you're going to go ahead and break out, and that's where our ingredients are going to start. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to chuck in our ingredients just like this, and then we're going to skip a block just like that, and then we're going to go ahead and put in all of our modifiers. So this is our dragon's breath and our fermented spider eye, and then we have our gunpowder, redstone, and glowstone. So these are all of our modifiers right there. Now we're going to start with the ingredients, which is going to start right here. We're going to go ahead and come in like this. That's our gas tier, regular spider eye, glistening melon, and then we need to actually get all of our other blocks in here. So let's go ahead and put these in here just like that, and I believe that has to stay separated just like that. We need to keep these all separated so they stay in the correct order. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's go and get this in, that one in, that one in. It's our rabbit's foot, and I believe our golden carrot, and then we're going to skip a block because that's all of our ingredients right there. This is our nether wart. Skip a block, that's our blaze powder. Skip another block, that's our water bottles, and then of course our regular bottles. So, and as you can see, we have another 4 blocks of space right there, so it's evenly spaced all the way across. Go ahead and break out your slabby jabbies, whatever ones you've chosen for decoration. You're going to start things off right here at this red one. This is our nether wart shulker box area right here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a slab in right there on the other side, and then the same thing to all these other ingredients. Once you have your slabs in place, go ahead and break out your buttons and go ahead and place a button on top of every slab. Next, go ahead and break out your redstone lamps and go ahead and place them diagonally upwards from all of your colored blocks just like this. Once all your lamps are in, go ahead and grab your decorative blocks. We're going to come right over here to the corner and start building up our wall. So go ahead and bring this out like this, and then 1 block away from the lamp on each side, you're going to leave a gap that's going to be for the door, and then you're going to go ahead and bring that wall up by 2 high, filling in the rest of the gaps. You should have something similar to look into this wall that's 2 high with gaps on either side for your doors. Next, go ahead and break out your buttons again, and anywhere that you have a button on the front here, all the way up to your nether wart, go ahead and place one on the wall just like this. Once you have all your buttons in place, go ahead and come around back, and next what we're going to do is we're going to go come up above all of these lamps, and we're going to create a little pocket for all of the shulker boxes to sit in. So go ahead and bring that out like that, and bring that all the way across. Wherever your redstone lamps are is where the pocket is going to stay in the back, but where the walls are in between, you're going to go ahead and break that block out and carry the wall up just like this, and same thing on that side. So as you can see, that kind of creates a little pocket. Same thing right here. We're going to go ahead and bring this wall up like that. Again, a little pocket. Come at the end over here, break this guy out. Again, a little pocket, and then same thing to all four of these. Don't forget to seal up the top of your doorway right here, and then next what we're going to do is we're going to be chucking in redstone lamps above all of these pockets. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build this wall up another layer, just like this, and then we're going to go ahead and chuck in redstone lamps above all of the pockets. Now once you have something resembling this, go ahead and grab your empty shulker boxes and start placing them in the pockets with the corresponding colors just like this. Now if you have any extra items, obviously these ones can be empty. The full ones are going to go in the back. If you have more than one shulker box full of items, that's where all of your surplus items go. Now that all your shulker boxes are in, go ahead and come to the top of your build, and we're going to come off like this, coming out of diagonal just like that. We're going to go ahead and fill in all the roof blocks, and anywhere you have a redstone lamp, go ahead and fill that in too. Above all those redstone lamps, go ahead and put another layer of decorative blocks and start filling out the walls. Now grab your stairs and go ahead and chuck in all of your crown molding. And then lastly, grab your decorative blocks and start filling in the roof. So things are looking pretty dark and gloomy at this point in time, so I recommend coming in here and putting in a couple temporary light sources just like this to go ahead and keep the mob spawns out and also make it easier to see. I'm going to go ahead and place a few up on top so you guys can see easier in the tutorial as well. Let's go ahead and make sure that's all lit up for you guys. Next we're going to go ahead and grab our item frames and go ahead and chuck these in on the lights down below right here. And go ahead and start chucking in all of your ingredients in the item frames. Once all your item frames are filled, go ahead and come on over here with your light source block. You're going to come through the doorway, go ahead and place that down, come back through the doorway, place your door down like that with a pressure plate in the front of it just like so, so you can walk right on through. Same thing on the other side, go ahead and do this exact same thing, your light source block with your door, and then your pressure plate. So now that the inside of our potion brew is all done and dusted, next we're going to go ahead and come out here and start making everything work. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by putting blocks in front of our redstone lamps just like this, only for our ingredients. So we're going to come up to these, and then we're going to leave all of these alone because these are actually a little bit different. So what you're going to have to do now is you're probably going to have to break out these little pocket blocks that I had you put in before. And that's just that way the shulker box is going to stay in there straight. So now that they're in there straight, that's alright. Next we're going to go ahead and put in our repeaters just like this. Go ahead and put in a repeater all the way down the line. Just like that. There we go. Alright, and go ahead and grab your decorative blocks and go ahead and replace the pocket blocks that I had you just tear out just like that. So that way when you tear those shulker boxes out, they stay inside that pocket and they don't come out here in the redstone. Just go ahead and break these two extra blocks out just like that. There we are. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and place in our regular pistons, sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come across just like this, just like that. There we are. And go ahead and bring these all the way down the line again, just like this. Again, go ahead and break the blocks out in between, just like that. There you go. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and create this little L shape, just like this, just like that. You're going to go ahead and carry these all the way down, again, leaving space in the middle. Go ahead and break these guys out, just underneath the lights. Break out your repeaters and face them going into the blocks, just like this. Now, grab your redstone blocks, go ahead and place these on here just like that, and then you're also going to come down by 2, go ahead and place in your light source block, and then place another one just like that, and you're going to carry that pattern all the way across all these pistons. Now that all of your ingredients are all wired up, next we're going to go ahead and work on these 4 lamps. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come down here and do this little diagonal bit that we have going on just like we have for the rest of them. Go ahead and do that for these 4 just like this. Here we are. And actually, we're just going to do it for these 3 right here. This 4th one gets lit up a little bit differently. So go ahead and chuck in all of your repeaters, just like this. There we are. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put in our blocks right here. Put in 4 blocks like that. Now miss this one right here, and that's important because we're going to step it on up just like that. That's how we're going to power all of these. Now go ahead and grab your redstone dust like this, and go ahead and place that in on top of all these blocks, just like this. Right there and right there, just like there. And then also come up here just like that, and then go ahead and grab your regular pistons just like this. We're going to go ahead and stick these in right here just like so, And that's going to turn all 3 of these pistons on all at the same time, so that's kind of what we want. And next we're going to go ahead and put these redstone blocks in just like this. And then over here off to the side, we're going to go ahead and put in a little repeater deal coming in right here. So let's go ahead and put that in like that, and a repeater right here with a redstone torch on the face of that one, and that'll go ahead and light up that last little lamp right there. So whenever these all turn on, that should turn on too. Let's go ahead and finish up these circuits. Let's go ahead and push these down by 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks. Go ahead and put in our light source on the bottom just like that, and then 1 more block down below just like so. There we go. Alright, now all these are all cut up and they're all the same. Grab yourself another color of concrete. I'm choosing cyan, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build a little thing like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you what we're going to be building all the way across. Going to go and put that guy on 2 ticks just like that, and put a redstone torch right there, and then come across the back here like that with 1 repeater right there, and then a slab on the back of that one. And what you're going to do is you're just going to carry that same pattern all the way across front and back. Break out your redstone dust and connect all these up on the slabs in the back. Just as a quick note before we move on any further, I thought I'd go ahead and explain to you guys why this is the perfect potion brewer and why it's so server friendly and lag efficient. Well, the reason being is because of what you're looking at. We're using transparent blocks and solid blocks to get the signal to go through the system. Most of these potion brewers will go ahead and lock all the hoppers that the ingredients are in with redstone, which redstone in the on position is the most laggiest component in the game. And then what they do is they put torches underneath the hoppers to lock which ones they don't want, and then when the redstone turns off, every hopper is unlocked except for the ones where the torches are on, and then your ingredients come through, which is a really laggy way to do it. So fact is that we're not using lag, we're using blocks, which blocks don't cause any lag, so this thing's nearly lag free. Moving forward from that little explanation, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and continue on with our cyan circuit. What we're going to do is we're going to bring 1 block on top of that torch just like this, with a dropper facing upward just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring a hopper facing into the side of that one just like this, and now what we need to do is we actually need to carry this pattern out all the way across before we move forward. Come up to the hoppers and go ahead and fill in the floor space in between the hoppers and behind. Go ahead and put in 1 block behind. These blocks right here are going to be where all of your pressure plates go. So you're going to go ahead and put a pressure plate on all these hoppers just like this. Just like that. Alright, so go ahead and carry that all the way down. Also, in between these 2 droppers that are facing towards each other, place in a temporary block with a hopper facing downwards. You can go ahead and break that block out. And then you're going to carry these hoppers all the way down to the end just like this. And so go ahead and carry everything down all the way down to the end. If you plan on brewing up a lot of potions, more than a shulker box worth, and say you want a couple shulker boxes worth of potions, you can extend the water bottle storage. All you have to do is come over here and break out this block right here, and go ahead and extend this hopper line all the way down and around the corner as far as you like. So go ahead and bring this down and around just like this, and you can bring this down as far as you like, all the way down to the end if you like. So that's up to you. You can make that as long as you please. If you're going to do that, I recommend you break this block out and replace it with a lamp and a lever. The reason being is because if the lever is in the on position, you don't really know which way is on unless the light is on. Once the light is on, you can go ahead and break all of your shulker boxes if they're empty, and they'll all end up right here in this hopper for you. Once you have all your hoppers in place, grab some droppers and go ahead and place them on top of all these hoppers up on top here. What that does is it gets rid of the check update, so that way there's no lag caused from the hoppers. Once all your droppers are in place, you're going to come down beneath the potion brewer right here to the very end where these 2 droppers are facing inwards towards each other. Go ahead and come up here to this redstone torch, place yourself in a chest. This can be any container. It can be a dropper, dispenser, anything but a hopper or a minecart hopper, something that sucks items out. It can't be something that naturally sucks items out. It has to just be a storage container just like that. So any dropper, any dispenser or chest or trap chest or anything like that. So go ahead and grab your regular hopper, go ahead and throw that into the top of the chest just like that, and then you can go ahead and actually bring your potion brewing stand and place that there as well, just like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and redo some of these circuits right here, because some of these circuits are a little different. Go ahead and grab your cyan blocks or whatever color you chose and some redstone torches. Okay, we need to re-circuit these somehow because both of these torches are locking this hopper. So first thing we need to do, we need to get rid of these blocks and rid of these torches, and what we're going to do is we're going to spiral these up kind of up and around just like this. So we're going to grab a torch like that and another torch just like that, and then another block and torch right here, and then another one right there, and then another block right on the top of that one right there. Should go ahead and power that. And same thing over here, out to the side, block on top, just like that, out to the back, and another block on top, back towards the middle, and then one more block on top should complete the circuit. There you go. Both of those are now powered, and the hopper is now unlocked.